First off, shout out to Bobby Zaloga. If I mispronounce your name, bro, I'm sorry. He's the biggest Kansas City Chief fan that I know. Question is, do you think video games are a waste of time or worthwhile entertainment? All right, you know what? I'm gonna take this one first, man. So obviously, I think it's worthwhile entertainment, right? But lately I've been seeing a lot of stuff in media about folks saying, it's a waste of time and it's a loser thing. Basically, the stuff that we used to hear back in the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like basically, it's starting to resurface. A lot of it is just podcast hot takes and all that. And I think the most notable one was Vlad from Vlad TV was like, "Oh, if you ain't making money on video games, blah blah blah, like you're wasting your time. You're a loser. You could be putting that in to making money or whatever." But to that I say, man, you get paid to snitch on people, like Vlad the Feds, like
shots fired.
Right. So I'm like, obviously it's worthwhile entertainment, man. It's like Just said, it's media. It's just as valid as books and movies or TV. I think that's a great point. But I do acknowledge there's people out there who think it's a waste of time. You know what I mean? A lot of times back in the day, you'd hear some of our parents say, like, yeah, just wasting their time on that game. But now I think the industry, you see there's a lot of folks who got rich off it, a lot of folks who's paying their bills with it, a lot of folks who's just doing it, whether to cope with anxiety, basically depression, you know what I mean? Like it's super worthwhile, man. Like all I'm saying is people do that. Some people they do whatever it is they do. I say leave the gamers alone. That's my take on it.
I'm gonna say social media is trying to turn people into robots. The grind culture of social media is making people miserable.
Right.
People, you need a balance, and I feel like having a hobby is a fine balance. And the video game is just that. It's just a hobby. You can be You can be very successful and still play video games. You can go look up LeBron James in video games. When he first got drafted into the league, he was carrying his video game. Now that the PS5 came out, whatever system he liked to play, I forget which one it was. I think it's the PS5. He carrying that too. Absolutely. So I don't think he ever stopped playing video games, and he pushed that. He showed his kids his love for video games, and before his kids even became popular basketball players, they were successful off playing video games.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't because they was trying to, they were just having a good time playing video games. It's just a hobby. And I think people that push that you need to be working all the time, those are not happy people. You cannot be happy always pushing work.
Right.
That's not healthy to just want to work all the time. Like
absolutely, and that goes right to Josh's point. So why does every hobby have to be a side hustle? Hustle culture puts people in early grades. We're not alive to do nothing but work. Basically, exactly what you said. Like, yeah,
gotta be a balance.
Like,